Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. Indonesia have opted to go 3-4-3 by the looks of it here, Jim.
Yeah, I'm a fan of this shape, Peter. Managers that set up this way are...
Chance! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Indonesia are already chasing. Stoichkov. He can run onto that. Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. And it's Palmer. Now it's Gakpo. Rijkaard. Well timed, excellent interception. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Dembele, he's shifting through the gears here. Looking to go deep. That's a decent clearance. Fermin, and he's had a hit! In for the pieces! Oh, that is rather wayward.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
And this is Stoichkov. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Oh, what a mistake! Donnarumma. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Passing is crisp and sharp. Palmer, and that is expertly dealt with. Guardiola. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Gakpo. No way through. Great chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, well measured. He's picked his way through. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Donnarumma, in the context of the game, he must save it. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! Aimed in towards the centre. Oh, well played. Gakpo. Knocks it into space. Not the most accurate pass. Dembele. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Gakpo. And he's worked it through, and that has been cut short. Half an hour played now. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Looking to play him in, and it's made its way to him. And he's Stoichkov! And he hits the net! And And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 19.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 16.
So that's two now without reply.
Coming on the field.
Yeah, you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Now it's Gakpo. Adams calmly anticipates.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
No, that was never going to make it. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Palmer. Well, that pass isn't the best. Adams. Belletti. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That's the keeper's ball. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Takes a shot! You've got to be quick to recover this.
He's Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Distributed tidily. He's having a shot! It's in! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal. And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Indonesia get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. With neither side holding back here, it has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1.
And if you do have a chance today, please take some time out to give your support to our Better Stadium Fund.
That gets things going for the second half. And he's intervened well there. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Big chance! Sticks it away! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Adams. Cannavaro. He steps in, and that's the end. Takes the shot! Decent hit, and on target. Corner number 3 coming up. Chance for a shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Hakimi. Cross flung in towards the middle. Casillas claims it without any fuss.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
He's a sharp little ball here. Can he finish? Oh, it's hit the post. That's going to go a long way. Guardiola receives it in a good position here. Now it's Gakpo.
Might want to be careful there.
Now it's Gakpo. Van Basten. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Knocks it out wide. Gakpo! Hits off target and by quite a way. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Bernardo Silva goes on a charge down the left. Oh, that was vital. Well, they've got it again. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Here comes the cross. And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Spread it left. Swings it across. It's their second corner of the game. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's a throw. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. De Bruyne. A few interesting forays forward, but so far they haven't amounted to much. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, it's come loose. This looks promising.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Totti looking to run onto it. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Can he get it through?
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Bernardo Silva is the team's great visionary. Mbappe! And it's made its way to him.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Bernardo shapes to shoot. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. He scored! The breakthrough strike. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Villa. De Bruyne. That's a good... David Villa! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Villa is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
"15 minutes till half-time. Searching pass he's played there. And that's been won straight back. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. Bernardo Silva. Knocks it into space. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, such a clever touch. Costa Curta deals with that comfortably.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Bernardo Silva. Now, can they get him away? And they win it back again. David Villa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Odo tries to play it through. Shot a goal! It's loose and... oh, he's been caught napping! And the finish! He has done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Just cruising! They are cruising! They are really purring. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Changement. Le numéro 20. Le numéro 17.
And we're underway again.
Le numéro 19.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be. But they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Some resolute defending there. He's found a way past. And Bernardo Silva! Oh no, this does not look good. Not the most accurate pass. Mbappe is herring after that one.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And it's Serginho. Great vision. Oh, super ball. That is a crunching tackle. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Bernardo Silva. Looking for options for movement. Bernardo Silva receives it in a wide position. Backward it goes. Decent chance! So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Shot could Shevchenko! And yes, it's there! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away.
Mbappe really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Conte. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Villa. David Villa, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Villa. Can he get on the end of this? Rijkaard. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
David Villa. Now it's Van Basten. Totti has found the net here, of course. Chips it through. Adams. Rijkaard. Great ball. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now it's Totti. Now it's Shevchenko. And it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Mbappe. In comes the corner.
Changement. Le numéro 13. Le
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Le numéro 21. Le numéro 37. Changement.
And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Ball driven towards the far, climbs up big! High and ultimately harmless. Looking to play him in. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. It's just beyond his reach. Batistuta. David Villa. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Van Basten. That is lovely. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he's intervened well there. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's in on one. Batistuta! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Changement. Le numéro 6. Pour le remplacer, Le numéro 5. Attention, changement.
Otto is there and he can get that clear. Played into space. Right, Shevchenko.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Belletti has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. Beckenbauer. And the number on the board is 3. Good ball, good take. He has found the way through. And the shot! It's there! A landmark moment for a player of grand significance. His 50th goal. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Some great movement here.
And we're done. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
And already we're underway here.
Casillas deals with that nice and simple. No way through.
Ribéry.
Well timed, excellent interception. Tries to play it through.
Well, played right into his path.
Oh, that's superb. And the finish!
And that's been intercepted.
He read that.
And Batistuta! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Messi
Making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Pete.
He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
So the most significant moment of the game.
And Iker Casillas somehow saves it.
And that's definitely not his best.
Shoots! And that would have been some goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Van de Ven.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Messi!
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Joelinton. Raul. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Van Basten.
0-0 still.
No lack of chances, though.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now, who's going to be first to this?
Casemiro.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van de Ven goes sliding in. Van de Ven kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Batistuta. Now, can they get him away? Raul showed plenty of zest. Oh no, this...
Can he finish?
Goal! Braga!
An act of charity gratefully received.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Sporting Braga have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Nicely spread. Great vision.
Casemiro. Ribéry.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
No way through there.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Can he get it through?
And there's green grass ahead of him.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Azar. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Van Basten. Batistuta! And the keeper's glad to see the back of that.
Look, you've got to have the perfect feel in your boots to pull those off.
Rijkaard. And this is Van Basten. And he's managed to get... He's having a shot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. Hazard. Well read, nice interception. Ambitious ball here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. McAllister. Well, that's well seen too. Bartasagi. And the counter is on.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
And here's Batistuta. He's looking wide. Oh, well played, well played. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Changement. Le numéro 18. Le numéro 11.
And we're off again.
19.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Adams. Costa Curta. Ribery. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hazard. And that's been intercepted. And it's McAllister. He can run onto that. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Mbappe shapes to shoot! It's hit the upright. Casemiro, well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. A heavy challenge. He's found a way through. Takes a shot! They've done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
What do you think now about that goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That looks a cracking ball.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
And he cuts out the supply. And that's really well manoeuvred. And this is Stoichkov. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. It's just beyond his reach. It's Lewandowski! He's got away with one there.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
David Villa attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's one-on-one! And the shot! And it's come back out to him. Goal! And the comeback is complete! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have...
David Villa gets through on his own. David Villa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Koundé. Mbappe. McAllister. Azar.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Stoichkov. Azar. Ribéry. Passing is crisp and sharp. Chance! And he hits the net! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Villa really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So the lead now is 2.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's an errant pass. Raul. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Koundé. Lovely pass, but can he get there? McAllister. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, he's bustling through here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Pete...
And he's had a hit!
Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Shapes to shoot! And that has fair fizzed.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Now it's Villa. Now it's Van Basten.
And that has left him in a heap.
Hernandez, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Valverde. Costa Curta calmly anticipates.
Nicely aimed pass. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's a fine interception.
David Villa chasing after it, and he's quick to snatch it back. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads, and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Caicedo.
And the pass is intercepted.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's cut it out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains.
Araujo. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. And it's Messi. Now it's McAllister. McAllister running with the ball. It's run loose here.
McAllister really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Turns back here, probably the best option. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Pass somewhat off target. Van Basten pinches it off him. Now it's McAllister.
Out towards the flank. Lovely feet.
Such good technique.
Delivery from Mbappe.
Hernandez
Can get it clear.
played out towards the right wing. It's a pretty loose pass.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Van Basten actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Great pressure, plenty of it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Brilliantly cut out. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Some good work on the right flank here. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Long ball looking to counter. Akanji cuts it out. Rijkaard.
There will be 1 minute.
The most accurate pass. Tries to play it through. Tries to pass it through. And it's made. Can he finish? Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Substitution in progress.
And the second half gets underway. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Mbappe, there's the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
This is their second corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. Throw in. He's had a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. A temporary retreat here.
I would think that was the wisest choice.
Good ball, good take. Messi is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Distributed tidily. And here's Valverde. Son Heung-min is onto this. Now it's Stoichkov. And they can counter here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Skims one in. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Ball is over the line. Ah, good steal, he just read it. And he's managed to get free. Real chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Rijkaard.
Well, in probably an entirely one-sided game, still up for grabs. Nothing to show for all the pressure.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Aims beyond the defence. David Villa.
Chance! It's a goal! And finally he has breathed life into the games. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Substitution.
So here comes the substitution. So the first goal of the game.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Drilled in low. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Crossed in once more. Cleared away. And claimed it back swiftly. No way through there. Mbappe hits a shot! Better. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Great chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Conte. De Bruyne. He won't be happy with that one. That is good strength. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Hernandez.
Caicedo.
Valverde. De Bruyne does really well to win the ball there. Messi. Out to the left it goes.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Knocks it into space.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space. Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Mbappe gets flagged offside. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Camavinga, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That ball looks a good one. And this is De Bruyne. And it's Messi. And Messi! It's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Robertson. That's Valverde. Caicedo. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Oh, he's taken it.
Conte, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Messi is having a shot!
That is lovely.
Kante with the slide tackle there.
The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. So a chance here, what can they make of it?
Well, it looks very much like he's taken this on. From this distance, it's pretty inviting.
Goes for a shot!
And that's that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Stoichkov.
Stoichkov! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
There's the shot! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Oh, what's he done? Chance! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The vision wonderful, the technique perfect.
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and even quicker feet.
Liverpool finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Van Basten.
Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Messi.
That's a shade optimistic. And he's only too happy to take that back. And he was quick to react.
Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Lewandowski.
McAllister.
And that has left him in a heap.
So just the one early goal to report so far.
And the score is 1-0.
Now it's Stoichkov. That is ended up in no man's land. Looking to play him in. Now there's a chance for a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! No mistake! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So that's two. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Joelinton producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
Out to the left it goes.
He slings it in. Tries to get it clear. And the pass is intercepted. And this is
real chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Lewandowski really looked sharp out there. That first touch, sensation.
Now it's come to nothing. He's gone forward. Stoichkov chasing after it.
And they win it back again. Tackle, ball won cleanly.
Great ball, and he's in here. Joelinton. Gone through. Now it's Messi, and he's managed to get free.
Good claim, no margin for error there.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Stoichkov. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Oh, important interception. Fofana. Foden. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Van de Ven.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Now it's Joe Linton. Fofana. Stojkovic. Now it's Lewandowski. Out to the right. Shot could be on. Nice interception, well timed. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And this is Stoichkov. Stoichkov! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Oh, that is tidy. It is a picture-book goal.
That's just downright fabulous. Both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Van Basten. No, that's been intercepted. Stojkovic. Now it's Messi. Oh, he's onto this. He's had a shot! And it's in! Oh, one moment.